Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be checking out some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War gameplay. We're going to be playing on Pines, and at the same time, we're going to be using the LC-10. Very obvious, I know. I use this gun all the time, so it's nothing really too special about this, but I don't know. It's just something about it that just feels so good. It's a perfect little hybrid of an AR and an SMG, kind of like the MP7 almost, where, you have a nice SMG that can beam long range. It's not too insanely overpowered, but even up close, it can really handle its own. Tons of fun to use. But guys, today we're going to be talking about some Call of Duty, I guess around the Warzone realm when it comes to skill-based matchmaking and another reverse boosting method that a lot of players are using to find, more bot lobbies and to actually, get top-tier records and stuff like that and brag that they're the top-tier players when in reality they're just cheating. Again, I don't have anything against reverse boosting at all. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me as long as, fess up to it and you don't have to, brag about being a top-tier player when you're literally versing bots 24/7. If you do that, then that's pathetic. You can't live up to that. And you can't defend yourself for that either. You can't stomp out bots and use cheating methods and then brag about being the best. No, but of course, if you go ahead and live up to it and, say, oh yeah, I reverse boosted for this game, whatever, stuff like that. Or if you just don't brag about it at all in general. If you just don't say a word about how you're such an amazing player versus bots, then yeah, go ahead and reverse boost, get your gameplays, post them on YouTube, who cares? People are going to watch it, people are going to enjoy it regardless. But don't act like you're such an amazing player and you're getting all these world records when you're getting these records off of bots and really horrible players and techniques that are considered cheating. But today I'd like to tell you guys about a brand new method that I personally just found out to reverse boost in any Call of Duty game. I haven't used it personally, I don't even reverse boost in general, I usually just play the game. It takes too much time, too much effort, and I just do not care that much. I play a lot of casual public matches, so I could give two craps about, any of this nonsense going on. I just want to get in and play a few games and get out, you know what I'm saying? That's all I want out of this game. But for a lot of other players, they're using a brand new method, especially in tournaments, which honestly should be considered cheating, that's allowing them to find much easier lobbies against players who are basically negative KDs, people who can't even hold, a neutral score. Those are the players that they're going up against 24/7 in these lobbies because of this new technique. Also, I'm sure a ton of you guys have already heard of this method. It's probably nothing new to a lot of you. But for me personally, like I said, I didn't make a video about this. I never made a comment about this. And honestly, I would like to make a comment about it now because it's shocking to me. And it's actually probably the easiest way to find bot lobbies when it comes to Warzone. And maybe even multiplayer. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. But one of my homies actually sent me a link over to this video, and I watched the whole thing. It's about 40 minutes. I'll try to remember to put the link into the description of this video so you guys can check it out for yourselves and stuff like that if you want a little bit more proof and a little bit more in-depth talk, because let me tell you, it was very good. I mean, a little bit after like the 20-minute mark, it was a little excessive, but everything within 20 minutes was just very informative and helpful information to talk about this topic. But what people are doing nowadays is they're using a VPN. And with this VPN, they're going to be connecting to different areas around the world that have very low populations when it comes to these type of games. And you might think, well, what is this going to do for you? How is this going to help you? And basically what it does is, since you can't connect to lobbies and you can't find any people to play with, they're going to go for the lowest of the lowest in the barrel. They're not going to look for any skill level when it comes to trying to get you in a game, because you're going to be sitting there for a long ass time. Probably like 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes to find a game if you actually look for the perfect server to enter with the VPN. But basically, since you can't find anybody, it's going to go for the bottom of the barrel, and it's going to put you with the worst of the worst players. People who are very negative, people who can't get any score for themselves, basically bots, because they can't fill up your lobbies. And even though you do have a pretty high ping, depending on where you go with this VPN and whoever you connect to for the servers, at the end of the day, if you're versing people who can barely get like 5 kills on their own in one lobby, it doesn't matter what ping you're going to be on, you're still going to be dishing sauce in that game. Now, I'm assuming you can do this in 6v6. I didn't really see too much information about that, but I mean, if you can do it in Warzone, you can definitely do it in 6v6, right? It might be a little harder to find lobbies that are bot-like because, obviously it's only 12 players who are going to be in there, so it's a little bit smaller of a group to find, which isn't going to be as hard to fill up. But when it comes to Warzone, this is where this technique really shines because of the fact that it's a 100 plus players per each and every game that you get into. And at a certain point, especially if you can find the right areas, you can definitely look it up on Google or something like that and see where Warzone is, the least popular, where the least players play. And you can join through that with the VPN. You can get into the lobby. It's going to take a very long time to load up because, it's 100 plus players. That's a lot of people to get into one lobby, especially if you go to the right spot. And because it's taking so long, more bots are going to join, and they're going to be able to get extremely amazing lobbies. And I might be wondering, how do you even know that these players are getting into these bot lobbies? It might just be the luck of the draw. Well, there's actually a website called skillbasedmatchmakingwarzone.com, and on this website, you can go ahead and you can see everybody's stats who plays this game. And in the video that I just put down down in the description. The guy went ahead and showed a bunch of top tier players, some of the people who set some of the biggest world records, and a lot of people who have won a lot of tournament money against a bunch of people who are actually trying to play legit and, win a tournament without having to cheat or anything like that. But a lot of these top tier players are getting into very low tier lobbies. We're talking bronze and silver players back to back to back, and they're getting these insanely high kill games against them, and their whole team is averaging high KDs. They don't have like one random low tier KD player on their team that's going to, offset the skill-based matchmaking and add, maybe a silver lobby or something like that. No, these are like all 5 to 4 KD players all in one group on a quad, and they're running into bronze and silver players, and they're stomping out the lobbies. How do you do this consistently? Especially on tournament days. If you go and track their actual dates when they were playing during the tournament, they're getting back-to-back-to-back lobbies, insanely high KD games against all bot players, silver, bronze players. And I'm not saying you're a bot or anything like that. I'm just saying, compared to them, yes, honestly, let's be real here. You're kind of a bot. If you're running a very negative KD, you don't want to be going up against a 5 KD player in Warzone. You know what I'm saying? Again, by all means, if you're tired of skill-based matchmaking and you're looking for a casual experience, go ahead and use the VPN and connect to these very, low populated lobbies so you can get bot games and stuff like that. Go ahead, but when you're going to play for tournament money, when you're versing other individuals who have put in tons of time, tons of effort in perfecting their aim, their map knowledge, the BR logic, all the knowledge that's needed to play Warzone, all that time is wasted. Because there's other individuals who aren't even going to bother playing in their own bracket. They're just going to go ahead and cheat the system and just get bot lobbies and win all the tournament money because you didn't want to cheat the lobbies either. You wanted to play legit, and you're going up in high diamond lobbies while these other players are versing low bronze lobbies. I'm going to switch it over to the website here. We're going to do this live as well. I'm going to show you guys my complete account here, and just know my stats aren't too amazing. I'm a very aggro player in Warzone. I never play for wins. I always go for the hottest drop, so keep in mind it's a lot of losses. There's a lot of low kill games and stuff like that, but something doesn't connect to me. How my stats look like this in the lobbies that I'm going up against, even though I'm playing poorly. And like I said, we're going for a lot of hot drops, so we die very quickly and stuff like that. The games end very fast. That's just how I play. But how do I get these diamond lobbies? And then all these other players who are 4 to 5 KDs are getting bronze lobbies back to back to back, even after stomping out a bronze lobby. Keep in mind, when I get stomped out in these high tier lobbies, my rank never goes down. I'm still versing diamonds, but when they go ahead and get like 50 plus kills against a bunch of bronze players, why is their next game still against bronzes? Now, let's quickly go over my stats really quick. Right now, I'm a master on the KD. I'm around a diamond 1 to a diamond 2 across all the stats here. And if we scroll down a little bit here, we can actually go ahead and see all the stats, all my games and stuff like that. We have a plat 2, diamond 2, silver 2, right back to another diamond 2 lobby. Keep going down. We have a plat 3, plat 3. You see what I'm saying here? Like, it's never anything special. I don't get any bronze lobbies. And keep this in mind. This is a plat 3 lobby. And I'm playing with a 0.77 KD player. No offense, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you would think that it would push it a little bit closer to the gold side. You would think that's more of a gold stat player. But no, I'm still being put up against plat 3s. This is a typical game here. It doesn't matter what KD is in my lobby, who I'm playing with. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It's still going to put me in high tier lobbies. Plat, diamonds. It's a 1 silver there. Literally, all my games, I don't get anything like that. Like, let me see here. Diamond, plat, diamond, diamond. What's this? Click game to load. What's this one right here? Plat. Literally, it's all plat to diamonds. That's every single game I possibly get. So, why? Oh, here's a gold. Oh my god, I actually have golds down here. I actually have golds. Wow, who would have ever imagined? Who was I playing with for the golds here? This was a solo game. So that makes sense. If you're going to be playing solo, it's going to actually average it out a little bit more decently for you. Especially, what was the other gold game that we had over here? Gold. We were playing duos here. Who was I playing with? Chef Nut. So keep in mind here. Keep in mind, a 0.41 player. So it does put me in a gold here. So around a 0.77, which the other player was when I was in the platinum level there and all that stuff. A 0.41 put me into gold. But keep in mind, these players are playing quads. All 5 to 4 KD players. And they're being put into bronze. But I play with one player who's a 0.41 KD. And I'm put into a gold? Nothing about this adds up. Once again, it all revolves around the VPN technique. They're joining into lobbies where they can't fill them up or anything of that sort. And when they do that, it puts a bunch of bots into the game so they can actually get a game going. And then they stomp out lobbies. Again, it's not a bad technique. If you're tired of skill-based matchmaking and you want an alternative, you want some bot lobbies, go ahead and do it. But when you're going into tournaments for Warzone, you're actually competing for real money. And you see people like me, if I were to go into a tournament right now, there's not a chance I'm going to be able to compete with these players. I'm getting all top tier games. I'm versing players who are very competitive, very aggro, and if I'm going for a win, this level right here, I want to be getting plats. I want to be getting silvers. If I was actually going for a win, keep in mind, all these stats here are just me going for hot drops, going for really high kill games, so I'm being very aggro and stuff like that. I'm being stupid. I'm not being smart with the gameplay. All these plats would be in diamonds. The diamonds would probably be a little bit higher. That would have not been a silver. You see what I'm saying here? My lobbies against their lobbies, I would never win a tournament because I'm not using any cheats. It's considered cheating, people. It's considered cheating. But guys, I hope you really enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something new. And like I said, if you guys want to try this method out, go ahead. Give it a shot. You'll probably enjoy Warzone a little bit better if you don't feel like competing 24/7. So all you got to do is just snag up a VPN, join into a different server, and have a little bit more fun. But like I said, when it comes to the actual competitive side, stop doing this. For the love of God, stop bragging about your stats. Stop acting like you're a top tier player. Stop acting like you're the best of the best when you're literally cheating to become the best of the best. If you do it legitimately and you go ahead and verse the lobbies you're supposed to go up against, and then, you get these insane stats, then yeah, by all means, yeah, you are the best of the best. That's true. You're right. You are. But when you're going up against constant silver and bronzes, when me, myself, I'm not even that outstanding of a player. You saw my matches there. Sometimes I could barely even go up to 5 kills a game because, like I said, I just play so stupidly and I just play so aggro. But I'm still sticking to diamond and platinum lobbies. But these other players who are actually trying to win, they're getting insane kill games, are sticking in bronzes every single game. It's an unfair advantage to the tournament scene, and people are actually competing for money. When there's money on the line, there shouldn't be things like this involved. Like I said, casual pub matches, I don't care what you do, man. I could give two craps how you handle your situation, but when it has money involved and people's livelihoods involved, you don't want cheaters like this ruining the experience. They don't need to have aimbot. They don't need to have wall hacks. All they need to do is just have a VPN so they can find bot lobbies and stomp out tournaments. But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, you can catch you live streams of video games I do over on Twitch. A link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.